Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Wednesday, May the 15th, 2024. Wednesday, May the 15th. Wedding day, everybody. Wedding day. This is going to be a very short recap. Not much action, just wedding day. We've got Tracy talking to Ned, telling him how proud she is of him out the blue, and it shocked him. And, that he's done well. He did a really good job with Brooklyn. And then Tracy goes to see Brooklyn, and she gives her a bracelet that Lila gave her. And she tells Brooklyn how proud she is of her, and she reminds her of her mother, just teary eyed. And just Tracy was being a good mother and grandmother today. It had a lot of time with Lois helping Brooklyn get dressed and talking about how beautiful her hair was, and it looked the same to me as it has any other time. I honestly didn't see anything special about her hairdo. It wasn't a nice, updo. We didn't get a hair person in there to really get some curls in that. I was surprised. Now, Brooklyn was a beautiful bride. I got a picture of that, but her hair was the same as any other day, as far as I'm concerned. But we had over at the Chase house, everybody's getting ready. Elizabeth is there. Violet was practicing her flower girl moves, and, you know, Chase and Finn were talking, Harrison and Finn were talking, and, they're hoping their father can make it through, but, their Finn gave the big brother pep talk, and, Gregory had a little father son talk to Harrison before my microphone kind of fell, yeah. Harrison before they left, and just the typical. We've got Sunny at the Metro Court. Olivia was making sure all the last minute reception stuff was ready, and Sunny was there, and she's like, "Shouldn't you be at the church? What are you doing here?" And he's like, "I came to pick up my +1." And Natalia comes out. Every time she pretty much sees Sunny, she has the stupid this grin. Girl, you in your 50s. You don't giggle like that every time you're around a man. No. So he introduces her to Olivia, and Olivia was just glad it wasn't Ava, right? And Sunny pretty much was introducing Olivia to everybody, right? And Olivia's like, oh, she goes, "This is Blaze's mom." "Oh, you're Christina's girlfriend's mom." "Okay." And she just, yeah, in her mind, she's like, "Don't say that." In her mind, she's cringing at the reference, but because she's going with Sunny. So Michael and Willow are at the wedding. A lot of Sorillos were at the wedding. Not too many Falconeries, or they didn't say Falconeri, but a lot of Sorillos were there. And you know, the little violinist is a Cirillo. He did a very good job. Um, the part I liked, because everything else is just people coming in. Sonny snubbing Michael, and Natalia's looking like, "What's going on with that?" And he goes, "I'll tell you about it another time." Another one of my sons. He snubbed Dex first. Dex was coming out to make a call, runs into Sonny. They kind of stop, and Sonny just looks at him, and Dex looks at him and just keeps right on going. And she goes, "I take it you know him?" "Yeah, he used to work for me, and he betrayed my confidence." So they go in. He really did not run into Jason. Jason came after Sonny had already gone in, right? And Jason, Spinelli was on the phone with Georgie. Georgie's giving him all kind of instructions. And he looks up, and there's Jason coming up in a nice blue suit, cleans up well. And he looks, he runs, and he grabs Jason and hugs him so tight, and Jason hugs him too. And he's like, "I finally get to see you." And Jason apologizes. He says, I know, I wanted to see you in person before now, but a lot's going on. And, I wanted to make sure everything is safe. And he goes, Spinelli said, I figured as much. I knew I would see you when it was okay to see you. And he looks at Jason again and he gets ready to come in for a second bro hug, right? And Jason puts his hand up on his chest, pushes him back like, no, no, no. You already got one. You don't get two, right? So Spinelli, like, oh, okay. And then he's trying to straighten up Jason's lapel, and Jason takes his hand and slaps his hand away from him. It was so funny. Like, don't you know that ain't me? And Spinelli's like, oh, that was too cute. I liked the interaction. And I almost got a little teary-eyed when they hugged. Man, I really did. So the rest of it was, there we go. Ned and Lois were walking in, and Maxie says, is the coast clear? And they say yes. And they see Brooklyn in her dress. They're just stunned. And actually, that is a very pretty wedding dress on Brooklyn. Now, what I don't see, and Ned walks Brooklyn down the aisle after he gives her the I'm proud of you, father talk, and she's all teary-eyed. And what I didn't see, remember, they were able to save the bodice of Lila's dress, even though the bodice would have to have been let out. But Lila's dress was like satin. I was looking at Brooklyn's dress and I was trying to figure out, well, where's the bodice of Lila's dress? Because the bodice is supposed to be from the top to the waist. I could see if they said we were able to save some of the skirt portion, because up under that lace could have been, the salvageable satin from Lila's dress. But anyway, here and there, we ain't supposed to remember that. Don't nit. I always nitpick. But anyway, Chase sees her. He's just, oh my God, dumbfounded. And she was a pretty bride. And Gregory starts and he's talking. He gets maybe 2 minutes, if two, into it. And he starts like he's going to hyperventilate. And he's dragging it on. And he's trying to catch his breath. And I'm thinking, uh-oh. And Chase looks at him. He goes, Dad? And he's like, on this day. And he's like, he trying to take a breath and he get out 3 words. And he's getting out more. And Violet is looking like, oh no. And Finn is looking, and Tracy is like, oh my goodness. Right? At what point he almost looks like he's gonna have a heart attack, right? And they kind of in the scene after Chase is like, Dad, I think tomorrow he's going to just hold up his hand like, give me a minute. And I think he's going to calm himself down. And I think he's going to finish. I'm hoping, I'm thinking he's going to be able to finish, because Tracy sure didn't take none of her cues. She didn't jump up to go save him, but I think she's saying, look, I need to see if he's going to hit the ground before I help him out, right? Because I want to give him his dignity. Let me see. Is he starting to turn blue before I jump up and save him? Finn is everybody's like, okay, we don't want to do it too soon. We don't want, but come on now. So I think he's going to put his hand out like gather himself. And I honestly believe Gregory's going to be able to finish. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. So when everybody had stood up, though, to face the bride coming in, Sonny turned and he would have seen Jason. I'm surprised he didn't flip out then. But, I guess it'll be at the reception before all of that madness starts. So anyway, that's it, everybody. There's nothing else really to tell about the wedding today. We shall see. The good action is going to be probably Thursday and Friday. So that's it for the daily recap of General Hospital. Now let's go to comment corner, and let me bring these comments on over here. I get to go from the top down today. User in you says, Pretty Lady in the Hat, when will you do Y&R review? Um, whom did whom didn't know Ava and Nina would turn on each other? Well, I knew they would once Nina found out. And you know what? I'm gonna do a Y&R character progression, meaning I'm not gonna I'm gonna just take each character and progress from, I think it's been 3 months now, to what's happening to them today. You know, that's how I'm gonna do it. So I'll probably do a couple of them this weekend so I can get through all the characters. So I will try to make time for that. And then Judy says, Nina had to invent a man because she didn't keep a man. Um, oh, that would be Mike, the fake man in the fantasy man for Nina. I know. Aisha says Carly's mistake. Anna didn't get doesn't get to lay all the blame for the operation being blown on Carly. Valentine and Brennan already figured out that the three-lettered agency or a three-letter agency was behind Jason's undercover identity. And if they've been keeping any kind of tabs on Jason, they would have noticed Kate's visiting him. Kate walking up asking about him at the MetroCorp public dining room. Kate's continually going in and out of Jason's coffee warehouse. Yeah, they would know, right? FBI agents Kate, who just happened to take up residence at the MetroCorp right before Pikeman's last attempt on Sonny's life. Did Drew really need another reason to resent Jason? Being passed over as Monica's official duty in favor of Jason won't sit well with him. And you know what? I didn't think about that because when Jason walked up, Michael and Willow were standing out in the courtyard with Drew. And Jason walks up and Willow says, Jason? And she goes, oh, you're here. And he says, Monica asked me to represent her. And Drew's just standing there. Mm-hmm. And so she goes, well, I'm glad you made it. And Jason, nods to her, thank you. And he walks on in, and Drew's just standing there. And I was like, oh, right until this comment is the first time that, yeah, Drew is right there in the house. And Monica had Jason represent her. And she lives with Drew. That's interesting. Who's the favorite twin, everybody? Who do you think the favorite twin is? Right? And then it says, Valentine clearly hopes he can keep Anna safe and in the dark in regards to his Pikeman dealings, but hasn't showed the same concern and consideration for Nina. She's now safely out of Sonny's orbit, but that's no thanks to him. How much can Valentine really be Team Nina if he went ahead and tampered with her husband's meds? You know what, you're right. But he always says, I make no qualms. I don't like Sonny. You shouldn't be with him. Opening her up to all sorts of negative fallout. Valentine has been keeping himself informed as to Sonny's rate of deterioration and increasing isolation. So shouldn't he have already known that Ava had been staying at the penthouse for weeks, maybe even months? Pretty sure she and Avery moved in before Sonny kicked Nina to the curb. Yeah, they were there. Nina was in the house for a few weeks, easy, before she got kicked out. So yeah, they were living there at the same time. Lisa says Anna couldn't arrest Carly for going to visit Brennan at prison and telling him something she overheard. No, she can't arrest her for that. Lisa says, I really prefer Anna now better than the crybaby And two, yeah, exactly. I'm liking this Anna better. The being a bully and is getting on my nerves and letting Jagged run all over Jason and blackmailing him. She could have called the FBI to check out his story. I still think she is working off book. He is working off book. The FBI doesn't kidnap people and threaten to arrest a loved one and put them in prison. No, they don't. Well, I would hope they don't. Um, Willow would never sleep with Drew. Please, writers, don't do that craziness because she would not. Drew has just been nasty. Um, Sex for favors with Nina. Well, you know what? Him and Nina, they both deserve each other with that. You go for it, Drew. You too, Nina. Lisa says, I really can't stand John Cates. Ava's secrets are going to come out. She better watch out. She is going to be blamed for the medication change. Yes, she is. And Catherine says, what if the person who passes is actually Monica or Tracy? Where's Chase's mom? I know Jackie did not even come to her own son's wedding. That's bad writing. They didn't even mention mom wishes she could be here, but she's on assignment in you know, the jungle somewhere. They didn't even mention that his mother, who's very much alive, did not come to his wedding. Catherine says they did a Monica replacement briefly. Why not now? I guess in the budget it wasn't there. Where is Chase's mom? Why was Willow a bridesmaid? So happy to see Maxie looking so healthy. I love the Jason and the Jackal scenes. Haha, I did like that reuniting of Spinelli and Jason. And Lisa says, poor Nina. She's got she got done to her. Wait, poor Nina. She got done to her. What she did to Carly. Oh, I see what you're saying. She had her husband taken from her and someone else stepped in her role as Sonny's woman. She didn't buy your company out from under you, but you lost it in a short time, and you still don't own it. And then it says, how does it feel, Nina? That's true. Now, yeah, Ava didn't buy the hotel, but she sure gave Nina bad advice to sell it, right? And then LaShunta says, let me say this. Jason and Spinelli got a podcast. He said Jason's character is selfless and he would do this for Sam, Liz, or Sonny. So please stop it. He also told Anna he and Sonny chose that life. Carly didn't. She was dragged into it trying to protect her family. I wish someone realized the only reason Carly went to the meeting was because Jason got shot. I am says that was the second meeting Carly attended as the head of the Corinthos family. Sonny pretended to be dead when Alcazar was trying to kill him, and Brenda was living with him. Either way, Carly never chose a life, but she doesn't have to pretend to be someone else. Meaning, Jason and Carly click when at first they met at Jake's. Yes, they did. Sonny only slept and married Carly to take her control over Jason away and protect Michael from the Quartermains. And then Sherry says, I agree, the Willow Drew is crazy, but I see it. I don't like it. I don't like it either. And then let's see, we've got Denzel says, yesterday's GH was crazy. Can't lie to you when Valentine targets Ava now. IKT. Oh, I know the pharmacist wasn't up to no good. I know that he was working with Valentine. The pharmacist is going to get his karma real soon. Now, annoying Jagged is on to Ava now about Sonny. Anna still better be careful of Valentine. He's a Cassadine for a reason. I don't see long neck Drew as a politician, as a guy for the job. Should have been Jordan. Jordan, I think, is going to be the mayor. It was her role idea after all, or her real idea after all. Ain't gonna lie, I'm on Ava's side by telling Nina about Sonny's issues. Part part got me laughing. Glad that Jason was going to BLQ and Chase's wedding for Monica and for his son Danny. What kiss? That kiss between Alexis and Gregory was weird to me. They should have stuck with the friends, in my opinion. Great review, daily recaps. You know what? To me, that kiss between Alexis and Gregory was innocent. Yeah, it was a peck on the lips, but it's just a peck on the lips. I didn't see that or find that as romantic. I am says no chemistry between Gregory and Alexis. I think they're going to be good friends, but I do see more chemistry between Gregory and Tracy. Denzel says to I am, well, I just said that part that both Gregory and Alexis don't have no chemistry at all. They just wait, and they just mind of as well stole, might have as stuck as friends, and don't you Denzel, stop getting so picky about that. Jackie says it's not and I'm not talking to Drew, it's Jordan, darling smooches. Okay. P. Merle says Valentine thinks he can handle Carly. Why? That is funny. Ha ha ha. And then Judy says, I know, right? That's hilarious. He's going to control Carly. Nobody can control Carly. Jason can't even control Carly. Well, all right. You know what? I've been into 13 minutes on Comic Corner because I had a little extra time because the recap was short. But that's it, everybody, for today. I'll be back. You know what? It ought to get good tomorrow. Tomorrow ought to be pretty doggone good. Tomorrow and Friday are going to be good General Hospital. So I'll be back with another recap of General Hospital.